Okay. As I'm getting ready to give this message, I'm getting like a tingling sensation in my body. And anyone who tuned in because of the title of this, okay. Anyone who tuned in because of the title, you are here for a reason. Your guides brought you in. And I want to speak to you guys about something that's been misconstrued in human reality and human dimensions. First of all, I'm hearing right off the bat, if you have a child in the spirit world, you have to help this child move on. This could be through, I'm hearing, abortion, miscarriage. If you have something with a child, you have to help this child move on because it feels like they're attached and they won't let go, and they're almost keeping you in the karmic loop with them. They're keeping you in the karmic loop with them. They can't seem to let go and free themselves. And let's clear it in the throat. Let's clear it. They're stuck in between two dimensions, and they can't seem to let themselves set free. Now, pertaining to the dimension of my ears are vibrating. All right, guys, I'm just going to channel this message, and if you're here, you're here. If you take it, take it. If you don't, that's fine. Okay. There's this big misconception about karma, and everyone has this idea of karma, and that we're here to make up karma, and we're here to make up for the bad things we did in past lives, and we're here to fix it. And because we were such horrible people in other lifetimes, that we're here now to fix it, and we're getting stuck in the trap of the karmic wheel. Okay, so the karmic wheel can be used for two reasons. There are two reasons why the karmic wheel is used. One of them is used for your higher purpose, so that you can ascend and become an ascended being, and you can learn and master certain topics and ways of being, and understand as above so below is said for a reason, because as you are experiencing this here, you also experience it in other lifetimes, because time and space are an illusion. Everything's happening all at once simultaneously. It's just that our mind breaks it up to understand it better, because it becomes too complicated when we put it all in one circle, in one box. When we are trying to understand the wheel of karma, there are two ways to understand the wheel of karma. One is that the wheel of karma, again, is used for your ascension, for the reason for ascension, to become ascended masters, ascended beings, whatever your initial goal or attempt was to become. And then the other wheel of karma, the other way the wheel of karma is being used in a negative light, is they are keeping people trapped in this karmic cycle, in this reincarnation, to keep them here in the matrix, to further along their agendas of whatever their mastermind manipulation, end of the day, whatever they want to accomplish with that. And that's how they keep you in this karmic wheel, is by making you believe that whatever you've done that's bad, you have to make up for it, and you're going to be punished for it. And then you keep yourself in this endless cycle, in this wheel of like, I got to make up for it, when really all the while your soul every time, let's clear it in the throat. Let's clear it. When really all the while your soul chose to learn these lessons. It chose it. Nobody says to you, you were bad in a past life, now you're going to burn in hell, and you're going to learn for your lessons, you're going to pay for your mistakes. That's not what it is. That is how the wheel of karma is used negatively, to keep you down and to keep you placed down into this box, into this trap ultimately, which is a trap that keeps you coming back here to earth to perform the duties and the tasks of those in control and power. whoever they may be. We're not pointing fingers. It doesn't matter. We're not here to point fingers. We're here to state something that you need to know to free yourself of this karma. You chose to learn all of this. Karma is not something karma means action, to take action. So when you are paying your karma, you're taking action to learn from your own higher self. Nobody put you here and said, go there and learn those lessons. However, when it is put into your mind and you are now in the illusion of thinking that all of your karma must be paid back and all the bad things you've done in past lives, now you chose to come back. When you're getting trapped here, it's because your frequency, your energy was manipulated. It was infiltrated, like a sperm going into the egg. It's just, and it gets in there, and that's it. Once it gets in there, it gives birth, and now you have this whole idea in your head where you have created this bad karma, and you had to come back here and fix it all. And guys, whenever I'm giving an important message, my throat chakra gets blocked heavily, and we have to get used to that. But it's a battle that I experience with when I'm trying to give the truth messages. It never happens when I'm giving some dumb, useless message. So let's clear. Okay. So what I'm telling you here is that you have two options. You can either use the wheel of karma for your own good, to be able to say, hey, you know what? I know I am energy of source. I am the source. I am one with source. I am one with source. I am source. Source is me. I am source, right? Because we all start from source. So everybody is source ultimately, because we come from source. So if we come from source, then we are source. So when we are source, we're up there, and we realize that we can actually manifest physically into this avatar, and we can go, hey, I can manifest into that physical avatar, and I can do stuff, like I can ascend, I can become, an ascended being through experience. Earth is the place where we come to learn lessons, limitation, and love, and see these. I'm going to tell you something about the higher beings that they're telling me to tell you right now. They don't work based off of emotion. Earth is actually us experiencing negative, dark, positive, light, all of that stuff. We're actually teaching the universe how to work more with compassion and love, as they have progressed so further and so beyond that they deal mostly with logic and like, this is the best option. It's never emotional. Humans on this earth, because there's humans in the galaxies too. Trust me when I tell you, humans on this earth are still dealing with emotional based decisions. Everything that we decide and want to do, it's emotionally based, because we see everything as like, I'm hearing this so strongly, in your galactic auric field, in your atmospheric stratosphere, ionosphere, and these places, we have galaxies that upon galaxies, right? Cities upon cities. Do not doubt that there are cities up there as they are down here. I've been shown them many, many times. And they want us to know that we are actually all working together simultaneously, and like our decision making with our emotionally based human vibration actually teaches them how to learn compassion and see, they say you think we're better than you or smarter than you, and you're here like bowing down to angels and God, and you think, oh, they're more advanced than us, they're more ascendant than us, I must be stupider, I must be smaller. But all in all, I'm going to speak how I'm hearing it. So if I say we, it's them, okay? We are just working from a different vibration. We work from a different standpoint. We're not better, we're just different. So what you think is like we're teaching you, all the while is you're teaching us too. As above, so below. As above, so below. When you're learning, we're learning. We may be advanced beings on your eye because of technological purposes and spiritual purposes, but we look at you and we see the beauty and humanity, and which is why we constantly protect you, because we see the beauty and how much love you have for things and how much passion. We cannot feel that here. This is not how we work here. In our space, time, and dimensions, we are very to the point we will do what's best for the collective, and we will do what's best for the collective and for the galactic collective. And unfortunately, sometimes if that means giving up our own family member for 10,000 other people to be safe, we will do it with no emotion. Unlike a human would have a very hard time giving up a child or someone in their family member to save 20,000 people. And this is what I'm hearing. What if negative energy of other people is constantly draining and ruining your life? Is that other person's course of action and intentions? We can only be drained, and things like this can happen only if we're allowing it to, even if it's unconsciously, or, consciously we're aware and we know what is best for us. And it is up to us to determine and take action what is good for us and what is not. Spirit is saying that you have to start to... This is the time right now. There's spirit in the spirit world. I'm going to say this, and I'm hearing this for you. Some family members that didn't want to let go of you. They wanted to be a part of the story and still stick around, but it is time they all moved on. And they need to recognize that they're trapped in the matrix in the spirit world, okay? And you'll know this because some of you will have these wild dreams, and you're with people you know, people you don't know, and you'll constantly go back and forth and get back and forth. And it's a very confusing situation. What you need to do here is have everyone be free and be set free and go home, because what's happening is we have a lot of spirit and trapped spirit in the matrix. You could call it the matrix, we could call it the spirit world, limbo, however you want to call it, right? We have all of these people trapped in these spiritual dimensions, and they're keeping us held back from ascending because they can't let go themselves. See, that is why they tell you it is very important to work on yourself, because as you're working on yourself, you don't have even the slightest clue that spirit is around us, and they're watching us, and they're going, oh my God, she's right. That's how it should be. I should be free. And then they start to let go of themselves too. Okay? It's the other person attaching themselves to you energetically. I'm going to tell you guys, you can tell when someone has an entity attachment. I'm going to tell you why. You've ever been obsessed with someone, or they're obsessed with you? People are not obsessed with us in general. They're obsessed with whatever entity their soul or their spirit is connected to. So you know how you can't give something up? For instance, addiction. I just don't, that's the closest, addiction, it can come in forms, love, it could come in toxic relationships, right? And people think that someone's obsessed with that person. No, they're obsessed with their entity that's attached to them doesn't want to let this person go. That is why it's important to do energetic cord cutting, because if you can't in a healthy way let go of someone, or they can't let go of you in a healthy way, ultimately, either you have an entity attachment they're obsessed with, or vice versa. You have to understand that I feel like everyone comes here with a certain amount of entity attachments, because this is the lessons that we learn, but also because some of them don't want to let us go. Don't forget, we have past life lovers, family members, haters, envious spirit, all that. We have to get rid of all that, right? We have to get rid of all that. Look at the process of somebody who's going through elimination in their life, of process of eliminating bad foods, bad drugs, bad people. When you're eliminating that, it's ultimately you're eliminating the people, places, and things, but energetically you're also eliminating all these spirit attachments, entity attachments. You have to think in the spirit realm as well, because you know the saying, we do not battle in flesh, we battle in spiritual, whatever that saying is. These are sayings that are said for a reason, because as we are battling here in the 3D, we're also battling multiple lifetimes. Some of you who know you've been here, raise your hand if you know you've been here for at least, I'm hearing 10, 11 lifetimes. I'm hearing 29. There's more than just that. You've been here many lifetimes. A lot of you did choose it. A lot of you chose to be here this many lifetimes. Really, you did. But, it's because you really wanted to ascend your soul, and you really did want to learn the lessons from the other point of view. For instance, if you're the mother in one lifetime, and then the mother and daughter, and you see that relationship went horrible, and then you might have a life review, and you might say, you choose, you go, I want to go learn the lesson as the child. I feel like I need to learn that because couldn't understand it from this point of view. And that's when you go and you play the other role. You play the opposite role so that you can It's like your soul becomes more wise and more full of knowledge. The more roles you understand, the more roles you play, the more lifetimes and the more different roles you play, your soul learns these lessons. Do you know much about bipolar? Is that a negative entity attachment? Okay, yeah, Jackal, can I say something to you? Everybody's bipolar. Everybody has ADHD. Everybody has multiple personality disorders. I'm going to tell you why I say that. Every single one of us has energy and wants to go for like 4 or 5 days, and then has 3-4 days of I don't want to do shit, fuck everybody. That's your body's way of telling you like what's good for you, what's not, right? ADHD, everybody has that in some form or another. When you talk to someone you're interested in, how much are you into the conversation? Talk to someone who bores the shit out of you. What are you gonna do? La 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 la, rainbows, butterflies, dragons. You know what I'm saying to you? It's when we start to put in our minds, I'm bipolar, I have ADHD. Now we're looking at it as a negative thing, but you could use that as a superpower. You're bipolar, you have energy for 3-4 days, you could get a whole bunch of shit done, get it all done, and then the 2-3 days rest, right? If that's how you want to look at it, you want to look at it as something negative because doctors want to fill you with prescriptions and give you Wellbutrin and Pfizer and all these benefit off all these names that they put out there with your anxiety and your depression. Look, those things are just at you, like you said, they're fully entity attachments. But 99% of the world doesn't want to see illnesses and diseases as just their spirit telling them something's not right here. I don't like the way I'm living here. And spirit is saying there is definitely like a small percentage of people that really something with the brain wasn't, it didn't manifest the way it's supposed to here in this reality. So a lot of them really do struggle with schizophrenia and all that. But think about schizophrenia, negative spirit, right? When they talk to us and they tell us you're worthless, you can't do shit, you can't do nothing. They did a test on 4,000 schizophrenic people and asked them what they were hearing. Do you know that all 4,000 of them said almost the same exact thing? Why? Because if negative spirit works very hard to keep us down, these people are just hearing it out loud. We hear it too. You're just sitting there, you're cleaning. It's like, remember that one time, you stupid bitch, you're fucking ugly, you're fat, stop eating that hoe. You know what I'm talking about to you? Negative spirit. If you look at schizophrenics, right? You look at schizophrenics and then you think about negative spirit and you're doing something, you're creating something, you're doing a great job. And all of a sudden that little voice comes in. Oh my God, nobody's going to like this. You're terrible. You suck. Wow, you're a horrible person. Remember that one time when you stole from John, Jacob, Jimberheimer Smith? You know what I'm saying to you? This is what negative spirit does. Their job is legitimately we're not talking, you could look at it as demons. I'm going to talk about negative energy. These are negative, low vibrations. Their whole job, their whole existence is to make people miserable. They work 24/7. They never ever sleep. Just like your angels, they watch over you 24/7. The difference between angelic beings, demonic or spiritual positive beings and spiritual negative beings. I no longer look at things as demons and angels. It's negative and positive for me because that just changed my whole fear-based thinking. When you look at the positive vibrations and you look at the negative vibration, the positive vibrations will always be like, you're great, you're doing great, you're amazing, right? Yeah, schizophrenic people usually speak some real truth though, because they actually hearing what we are thinking and feeling, but they're hearing it out loud. So for instance, I'll make an example. For instance, there'll be times when I'm meditating and I'll go so deep into the meditation, instead of hearing the voice in my third eye, which is usually how I hear it during readings and when I'm talking to someone, I'll hear messages in my third eye. Sometimes I'll go so deep into the dimensions that I'll actually hear someone say, "Hey, Lena," and they'll scream my name and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I heard them. Like, but it's I don't know how to explain it to you. It's not here in my ear. I don't hear them talk in my ear. It's almost like it's coming from another dimension through a wall, and I picked it up. You know what I'm saying? Like Lena, like, you know what I'm saying? It sounds like a like, you know what I mean? Like some freaked out like shit. And bro, this is not something I'm imagining, okay? It's not something I'm imagining. No, you cannot get a reading. Nobody's getting readings because I'm tired of people asking me for readings. This is why I stopped doing private readings. No, ain't nobody getting no more readings. That's it. Unless they want to pay me $300-$400, nobody's getting a fucking reading. How about that? Because I'm tired of wasting my fucking energy on people, and they waste my time, they waste my energy. I'm not doing it. Sorry. If you ain't ready to ascend and you ain't ready to learn, don't ask me for a motherfucking reading. I'm sorry. And my readings are going to be $300-$400 for 1 hour sessions. If you don't like that, I don't know what to tell you, bro. You better fucking save your money. I'm sorry. It's just, being a medium and a psychic and a reader is like being a celebrity or being an artist. Yo, bro, can I get that painting for like $100? I know you sell it for $700. No, the fuck you can't. It took me 17 hours to paint this. Yo, Flo, can I get a reading for $90 when you charge $350 for an hour? Bro, it took me my whole hundreds of lifetimes to learn this skill. Like, what do you mean, bro? I gotta charge what I'm worth, and that's why I stopped it, because now I started going to these fucking women around here where I live, and I booked a couple of ladies for $350 an hour, and you know what? I deserve it. I deserve it. You have to understand something. Here's a message for you too. We went from all that. Get the fuck out of the karmic cycle. You gotta know your worth, man. See, we all sitting here not knowing our worth, and that's the problem. We got everybody telling us like, oh, that's too expensive. Oh, and then we got, negative spirit telling us, are you sure you should be doing that? I think you're charging too much, or I think you're doing too much. No, I'm not. It's just that, people aren't ready to really change. I mean, they'll go to a club and spend $500 on a bottle, but will not invest $350 on a fucking hypnosis session with someone, or mediumship, or something that could heal them and transform their entire lives. Okay? Listen, we got to understand something. Everybody's got to pay their dues. Like, I'm not going to walk up to somebody who's skilled at something, who's a fucking skilled motherfucker, and be like, yo, do me a favor, yo, slash that price. I'm not buying drugs, bro. Like, you want to haggle, go to a drug dealer, be like, bro, your 50s are too much. You're not putting enough weed in the bags. I'm not selling weed. I'm not even selling nothing. How about that? I'm not even selling nothing. What I do is it's hard to do it, because I have to tap into 14 different dimensions all at once just to give you a message. You feel me? Nobody got time for these people, man, with their fucking low vibrations. No, this is what we're not going to do. San Gennaro starts Thursday. Mulberry and Hester. Uh-oh. Anyway, listen, guys, it's not about that. What I want to tell you guys here is this. You have to understand something. Stop getting yourself trapped in this karmic cycle. Your whole... Right now, Spirit is telling you need to stop thinking so negatively about yourself. Whatever you're good at, just go and do it. And make it the best you possibly can, okay? I'm figuring it out too. Everybody's figuring it out. Everybody don't know what the fuck to do. Some of us are real talented, real creative. We're artists, we're singers, we're mediums, we're psychics, but we got absolutely no fucking idea how to do business. And that's one of the things that we have to learn, maybe. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about taking a business course, but then I heard that you don't really learn about business in college and all that shit. So am I really going to be learning, or am I just going to be hearing a professor talk about bullshit all day long? You see what I'm saying to you? So we have people who are horrible artists, terrible. These motherfuckers are rapping eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe, but they're great business people, right? And so they know how to market themselves. They know how to put on the show, like, the big spectacle, like fucking lights, camera, action type shit. You see what I'm saying to you? You got to learn your worth in this lifetime. And you also have to understand that you might have been born with a talent, but you might not have been born with the business model, the business operative side of it. And so you have to get those two, the physical and the material and the spiritual. Those have to be perfectly aligned in order for you to master something, okay? So if I've mastered the spiritual realm, which I have mastered the spirit realm, and Spirit tells me all the time, you mastered it, you're done with that. Now it's time for me to master this, like, human shit. This little bitty human shit. You see what I'm saying to you? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Listen, and we all have a priceless talent about us. That's what we have to understand. Every single one of us carries a priceless talent. So when you are being told that you're not good enough, or you can't do this, or you can't do that, that's that low vibrational shit that you can't be listening to. You have to understand that, okay? Because every single one of us has something good to offer to this world. And when we're told that we don't, that's just that voice in our heads that wants to pretend that we're not worthy, we're not good enough, we can't do it. But that's just that negative entity, man. Again, with the entity, bro, these entities, they just want to tell you you're not good enough. I am good enough. I've always been good enough. And I'll always be good enough, And who cares what people think about you? Because let me tell you something, real recognize real. You have to understand that. And if you're trying to reach the masses and you want to sell out, because this is a message too coming in. Whatever you're doing in life, whatever you're creating, whoever you are, we have to understand there's two different ways. There's a way to do it where you do it for the love, and then you do it for the purpose of knowing that you're going to reach the audience that needs to hear it, that wants to hear it. But then there's people that will just sell the fuck out, and they just want everybody to know them, and they reach for fame, right? When we reach for fame and we reach for recognition, then we are able to lower our standards, our morals, our values, and we're able to just give in to the system, so-called, right? Quote, air quotes, and we give in and we can be whatever we want. But Spirit is saying, in order for you to not get trapped in this karmic cycle, you have to look within, find who you are within, and don't allow people, places, things, companies, I'm hearing, institutions, to stop you from being your authentic self. Okay? Because that will kill you inside, okay? And if you're a natural, loving, joyful soul, a good, pure soul, then all of those things, they will affect you in the most hurtful, horrible ways. So people who get into like the entertainment industry and all that stuff, when they're really pure souls, it damages them and ruins them. You'll see they'll start off all sweet and cute, and all of a sudden they're like, you know what I'm saying? Look look at this bitch, Taylor Swift. She was all like, once upon a time, you know what I'm saying? And now you found me, and then she's like, what's that one video? Why? Because she's dead. You know what I'm saying? Taylor's dead. Yeah, because they killed the innocent Taylor, and they bred this demon. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying she's a demon. I'm not saying anybody's a demon. What I'm saying to you is they'll kill your innocence, and your innocence will be dead, okay? And you'll all of a sudden start to do whatever is necessary for you to stay on top. And I'm going to stay on top. I'm going to stay rich, and I'm going to stay famous. And it's like once you get to those levels in life, period, and anyway, you know how it is. Let's say you had a job and all of a sudden you lost the job. Now all of a sudden you feel worthless because you don't have a job no more. You're worthless. You're still a human being with love and with everything to offer this world, right? We're based on standards and who we are looked at as by other people. What are we wearing? What clothes do we have? How nice is our car? How nice is our home? If you notice, these are people that are trapped in the matrix. They can never see someone who's trapped fully in the matrix and is still based all of materials. They're not going to see a person who's spiritually full, right? And doesn't need all that excess. It's nice to have nice things. It is. But if you hold on to those things, like, oh my God, if I lose this, I'll cry. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, like I lost my diamond in the ocean. That's it. And you're crying for 10 days, right? These should be material things that you have that mean nothing to you. They're just there because you were able to get them, and you just wanted to have fun getting it. When you make everything material number one, and that's all you want, and people who get the bag are better than people who don't get the bag. No. It's always good to be a success so that your family, your children, they don't have to struggle or suffer the way you do. Okay. You know what I'm talking about, G baby. It's like it's always good to have those financial things set in place for your future, for your children. But when you make that your priority, your goal, your only goal, and you work nothing with the spiritual realm, I will tell you right now, remember, our spirit moves on, our bodies and our clothes and our jewelry. There's no U-Haul truck behind the hurts. You see what I'm saying to you? There is no, you're not gonna die. And this is not like ancient Egyptian shit, right? This is not, we're not pharaohs where we're gonna be buried in a fucking tomb with all of our gold and priceless jewelry, which is ridiculous by the end. Anyway, that's ridiculous. I don't care. Yeah, I said it. I'm not afraid to say it. These ancient Egyptian beings that had like a whole tomb burying them with like, they had literally their servants, they were buried with servants, with their gold, with their jewelry, so in the afterlife they could be comfortable. What? I'm so good. What do you mean? You were buried with slaves and jewelry and a tomb, and so you can be comfortable in the afterlife. So you're planning on repeating this whole like, I am the king and you will fucking bow down to me energy even after you've let go and you transition. This is my point. You have to understand that's not, there's something wrong with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got problems. Like, let it go, buddy. You know what I mean? Success is not about show and awards and how much stuff you have, because stuff, it just becomes stuff. Like, it's stuff. I'm looking around my room right now. My room's a little bit of a mess. And I'm like, oh God, what am I going to do with all this stuff? It's just stuff. It's more stuff. And then stuff there. And then there's stuff over there. And there's more stuff there. And stuff. It's a lot of stuff. It's just stuff. So much stuff. And it's so much stuff that some of the stuff that I look at, I can't even get rid of the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like my stuff. Like, it's fucking stuff. And you hear the word stuff. Stuffed. To be stuffed. To be full of stuff. To be stuffed. Stuffed like a turkey. You see what I'm saying to you? I know. It sounds crazy, right? I sound crazy. Like I'm ranting. But I'm not. It's like, I just want a minimalist place with the things that I use the most, the clothes that I wear the most, because you could have 100 things in the closet. 100 things. Do you ever notice you have all this shit in your closet, but you constantly keep going back to the same clothes? I don't know who else does that. I am not a person to like, I like to wear my comfortable, what I love the most in my closet, I keep going back to it. I have all this stuff that sits in the back of my closet that I have not even worn or touched, but I won't get rid of it because I like it. Maybe I'll wear it one day. Maybe you'll wear it one day. Are you serious right now? Give me like 10 very comfortable linen loose outfits, maybe a linen dress, some linen pants, something comfortable and relaxing, and a little robe, and come on. When did I know I had a spiritual gift? I always knew when I was little, when I was like 8 years old. No, 7, excuse me, like 6 or 7. The first experience I could tell you is I remember being young, and I just remember this scene in Albania, when I was in my country in Albania. And I was sitting on the couch, and I was wearing this dress with like these big buttons, and I used to really like that dress because because in Albania we used to sing the song Miss Mary Mac Mac Mac, all dressed in black 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 with silver buttons all down her back, and I used to sing that song and look at those buttons. And I remember sitting on the couch, and I remember at the corner of the room I saw a man standing like in the corner, and I got really, really scared. And I screamed, and everybody was like, what's wrong? And I was like, there's somebody standing there. And everybody's like, okay, crazy. You know, and then I remember these experiences that I had like my whole life when I was little. I would just see things, or I would be out and I would see someone like standing in the corners and stuff like that. And then also there was a guide, one of my guides, who would always show up, but they were very creepy looking, but they were a guide. They were trying to, open me up to the spirit world and show me like, this is what you're going to be doing. This is what you do. And it freaked me the fuck out. It scared me. It scared me so much that they stood away from me. And that's what happens when children are able to read energy or see energy, spirit. If they see they get really freaked out, they'll leave them alone. There's some children who just accept it. They're like, that's just my guy. Hey, what's up, Joe? I was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Yeah, Zen. I was like, what the fuck is that? No. I don't want to see it. And then even now, like when I connect with spirit, I always tell them like, please don't pop up. Like, don't just be like, yo, like I ain't trying to see all that. If you're going to talk to me like through my third eye, or communicate with me or through my dreams, or even through third eye visions, which they do a lot, they'll show me their faces, but they're not. These are not normal human beings. So when you see them and you're not used to it, now that I'm a little more eclectic and opened up into like the different facial structures, and one of them could be looking like a square-headed alien, one of them could have rectangle shaped, one of them could look like an owl. Like, it could be all different types. When you start to open up yourself to that, they start to become more comfortable and show you more. It all depends on where you're at mentally, you know. When you stop being fearful is one of the things that I really had to work with, was my fear. And now in this moment, I'm working with some things. I had to do like a release, let go of like spirit from the spirit world that just doesn't, they don't want to cross over. And so I'm helping them do that. And I think I'm gonna have to work with it all day long, which I keep pushing them into the light, pushing them into the love and the light, telling them to go find their way to source, because they keep coming up in my dreams, keep showing up and keep trying to get my attention. And every time I'm in my dreams and I'm like ready, I'm like going somewhere, I have to keep going back for this person. And it's like, it's time for everyone to be free of this. We're completing. Okay, I'm going to give this message to you guys. It's important. I heard they're not cute. This is an important message. We're going to have to, I'm going to have to give you this message. Okay. And then I'm going to start getting ready to go pick up my daughter from school in a little while. This is an important message. Spirit is saying that you're closing up a very, very important cycle. This is huge. This cycle is very, very... I know, Zen. I know. I'm telling you, I want to have a circle of psychic medium, a community of people just sitting around, just... It'd be so powerful. But everybody's fucking busy, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck out of here. Everybody's busy doing nothing. That's what the fuck everybody's busy doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I say I can't make it somewhere, it's really because I just can't make it. Like, fucking shit is fucking going down the way my car is set up right now. You know what I'm saying? But, like, come on. Whatever. It is what it is. Anyway, so let me say this, because Spirit wants to give this message. In the beginning of this, we talk about karma and releasing cycles and things like this. They're saying you have ascended. You've already passed. It's crazy. As soon as I said that, I started feeling like, blah, like almost an emotional feeling. Yeah, we're letting things go. Of course, you're going to get emotional because there's beings, entities, people, spirit that don't want... It's not that they don't want to see you go. It's that they're not ready yet. And it's like it's like you have... Just because you're not ready, babe, doesn't mean I'm not going to go. I got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you guys, tonight, by the way, whoever's in here tonight, 6 p.m., we're doing a Zoom, okay? Here's my Cash App, $ Angel Squad 111, and just leave your name and phone number, please. And tonight at 6 p.m., I need your name and phone number so that I can text you the link to the Zoom classes, which is tonight. It's $10. It's only $10, okay? And which is really lowering my standards, but I just want everybody to get some information. And tonight we're going to watch this video that I feel will change people's lives on the Zoom. Zen, how do you get in? What I'll do is, if you whoever Cash Apps the $10, I will text you with the link at the time. What I do, I make like a group message for the Zoom, and I'm gonna send you the link for the Zoom. Okay? Yeah, I got you. I know, Zen. I don't even care if you don't, honestly. I'll send you guys the group with the link. Okay? And remember, those groups I send, they're not for talking and chatting. They're only for me to send the link. Okay? So if you guys want to come, it's at 6 p.m. tonight, and we're gonna watch this video that I think will change your lives, and we're gonna actually do some like group mediumship and meditation, and see if everybody channels messages for each other, and we'll do all some stuff. Yeah, it's tonight. It's at 6. Zen, just if you send it to PayPal, to Cash App, just write your name and number, and I will just write your name and number so I can text you the link, or because I don't have your number. Okay, so I want to give this message real quick, and then I'm gonna go. Spirit is saying that we are going to we're closing up a cycle. This is a big one. It feels heavy. It feels a lot. I'm hearing traumatizing for some of us. It's a confusing, but this is the big. I'm hearing the the final countdown. I'm hearing that, and this is the big one. You're closing up a really major cycle here, and so yeah, if you're feeling like emotional, you're feeling like, oh God, I don't know what's going on. I know I'm letting something go, but I don't know how or why. It's because you're closing up a final chapter. Like, it's like reading a book and you're at the last chapter and you know you're about to finish it. You almost don't want to. You know how like a series. Last night I was watching a series on Stars, and I watched The Serpent Queen. I like to watch all those. Becoming Elizabeth, The Serpent Queen, The White Queen, the Red Queen, the Green Queen, the Orange, Blue, Purple, Green. I like to watch them, and I'm like, that's it? Like, it's the end of it. You're like, damn it, I want to watch more. And then they're like, the next one will come out in 2024. Bitch, you want me to wait 2 years? By the time 2 years comes, I'm going to forget all about this. Ooh, my right eye just twitched. So you have to understand there's a big chapter closing up, and we have, the Handmaid's Tale got a new season coming up, bitch. You know, I'm all up in that motherfucker. The Handmaid's Tale. Ooh, girl. That was my shizno. Oh my God, the Serpent Queen. Oh yes, because this feels real shitty. It feels shitty because you're closing up the final chapter, and the final chapter is always hard to let go of, right? Like I said, you almost want to say like, damn man, I wanted one more episode. God damn. No, you don't. I'm hearing for spirit. This is the time you don't want that last episode. This is the time you do not. This is the time you do not want that last episode. This is the time you want that episode to be over with. You know? Okay? Yeah, the White Queen was good, yeah. I like to watch all those, you know. These fucking people over here today talking, oh God, I have so much responsibility. Okay, but they were becoming queens at like 15 years old. They had a lot of responsibility. These bitches were under severe stress wearing fucking corsages. What's the corsage? Look at me, corsages. Fucking those stomach tightener things and wondering why they had miscarriages over and over again. I don't know. Maybe because you're squeezing your fucking ribs to death, you fucking douchebag. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, imagine they placed me as a queen in that time with my attitude right now. I ain't wearing this shit. You want me to carry this baby? Or you want it to be gone in like one day? First of all, with your white ass fucking jeans and your fucking allergies to peanuts, this kid's not gonna make it a fucking day, bro. Get the fuck out with hemophiliac ass motherfuckers. Get the fuck out of here, you know? Corsets. What did I say? Corsages? Yeah. Nah, you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers was wilding over here fucking ginger haired expecting a fucking baby. Ginger haired people, they're not the strongest people in the world. I'm sorry. I'm not judging nobody, but this is the truth. I mean, come on. I know, because I make fun of my sister-in-law all the time. You know, I'm like, oh no, it's because your skin, you know, you got the white people's skin. She's like, what do you mean white people's skin? I'm like, you know, Irish, Italian, like Irish. You know, that like, oh my God, I'll burn in the sun skin. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making fun of you. It's the truth. You know? But what about the child that is still attached? What about the child that's still attached? I just heard that in the beginning. And what I'm saying is if you had a miscarriage or an abortion, this child, I'm hearing that seed. This child doesn't want to let go. They want to be around their mommy. They were supposed to come here. Shit didn't work out, but they got to go. I'm sorry. I'm not being mean. I love children. I really do. And I love my children if I have a million of them in the spirit world, but they got to go. I got my kid here. I got to work. I can't. It's too much going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't be taking care of 100 fucking spirit babies. Like, come on, guys. Like, I was like, go home. Like, you know, I'm sorry. No offense. Like, I'm going to say something. He's going to be fucked up. That's why a lot of us had the abortion. We couldn't take on the responsibility. Like, it was just too much. Like, I have one child and I be wanting to punch her in the face every 3 days. Like, you guys got to move on. I didn't bring you here into this world for a reason, for your own good. For your own good. You're welcome. You're fucking welcome. Are you sure? Think about it. Just watch what's going on here, and just watch us and think about it. Do you really want to come here again? Or would you just want to go free yourself and go be home at source? You know what I'm saying? It's time to go. Mommy's got shit to do. And you're holding me back, buddy. I'm in the dreams. I'm fucking about to go do something. And I got to swim all the way back to grab your ass. Look, little girl. It's time to go home. Your ass got to go. You know, I got Eliana. She's a Cancer. Please, I've had enough. Sometimes I feel like she makes my daughter nervous too, because I'll be wanting to go somewhere and she'll have my daughter crying, "Mommy, please don't leave." Hold up, little kid. I know it's not Aliana because she's a tough kid. She's like, "Whatever, bitch. I don't care. See you later." You know what I'm saying? But then little spirit child come around her and she want to start acting all fucking scared of everything. We're not dealing with that. Come on, guys. Let go of that guilt and shame. If you had miscarriages, abortions, listen, I know what you think. You're gonna burn in hell. No, the fuck you're not. You made a decision, right? As long as it was the right decision. As long as it wasn't like, "I'm gonna get rid of this baby because, bitch, I ain't got nothing." That's a whole different level. But we're talking about those of us who made the decision and said, "I can't possibly, with good conscience, have this child in my life because I know I'm not going to be able to take care of them. It's not going to work out." Those of you who had miscarriages, let it go. Let it go. If that soul was meant to be here, it would be here. Let it the fuck go. This is the extraterrestrial in me coming in. Cold and emotionless, it sounds like. I do care. I really do. But we got to let the shit go. Yeah, you gotta. That's why K-Scorp, it's time to cut these entities and these spirit beings, these spirit children. It's like, mommy's got shit to do, and I'll see you when I get to. I'll see you when I get there. See you when I get there. If I ever get there, play some Bone Thugs and Harmony for them. I don't know what to tell you, bro. You know, ain't nobody got time for that. I want to help the ones who needs to let go. Yeah, well, you know, this is how I'm seeing it. I've been working with them for a long time. And at this point, if they don't want to let go, they're going to, and I'm telling you right now, I'm trying to guide them into the right place. But if they don't want to go there, that's on them. From this moment on, I have to think of me. I can't think about spirit children and the kids that I should have had, and the boyfriends I should have married, and the girlfriends I should have ate their pussy. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm here now in this moment, and in this moment, it's time for me to set the stage to what I want to do from here on out. And it's not cold. It's not mean. It's just the truth. We've held on to each other for far too long. Like, I'm 40 years old, bitch. I got about another 10, 15 years to look good, go crazy, have a fun life. By the time I'm like 60, I'm trying to just sit back on the porch and motherfucking chew on sunflower seeds, bitch. But, you know, all this time I've been working on my spiritual self, getting my shit in the spirit realm all in order, and fixing everything and patching shit up and fixing the karmic trench or whatever the fuck I was doing. And now flow feels like I've already completed all that. Now I'm trying to like experience life a little bit for another 10 years until I start getting like grays and, well, fuck, I got grays, but until I start getting real wrinkly vagina type shit, you know? Because right now I'm still plump everywhere. Like, I'm trying to enjoy the next 10, 15 years of my life, bitch. You're in the way. Back up. I got shit to do. Bitch, trying to go to Sedona. I'm trying to go to Macedonia. I'm trying to go to Greece. I'm trying to go to Italy. I'm trying to go to fucking Egypt. I gotta go. You're in the way. No coffee, no more. This is that mud shit, and I'm drinking it. It's good. Wait, hold on, wait. There's the mud stuff. It has lion's mane and all that, turkey tail and all that shit. Yeah. All right, guys. Said 1:18. I've got to go get my daughter. I'm scared. Oh, mamacita señorita. My face broke out like a motherfucker. Like, you know, ain't nobody got time for this stress shit. Okay, guys. I'll see you later. Yeah. Exactly, Zen. I love you. Okay, guys, remember, if you want to get on the Zoom call tonight, it's at it's at 6 o'clock, excuse me. And you could cash out that right there. Damn, somebody cooked eggs. That shit smells like a whole fart. You cash out Angel Squad 111, and if you want to join the class, it's at 6 p.m. Holy shit, this room's a fucking mess. Look at my room. Oh my god. Because we went out yesterday and I fucking got ready. Okay, guys, I gotta go. I love you. Bye, guys. I'll see you later, okay? Bye. 6 p.m. Angel Squad class, $10. I know, yeah, it's got $10. If you don't got $10, I'm not making fun of you. But guys, please, You have to have $10. You have to have $10 for yourself. If you only got $10, listen, I've been there, bitch. Last $10, I ain't spending it on you, ho. But you know what I'm saying. You love the candles. This is not candles. This is a mess. This is a mess. I've never seen my room look like this. Look at my room. Look. Oh my God. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye.